Good morning, everybody. It is December 7th. Today is December 7th. My speakers down here. All right. So today's December 7th. It's 8:12 a.m. right now, Central Time. We've got about 18 minutes before the market opens. Nasdaq, got the Nasdaq daily chart up here. We're going to start looking at first. We've been in this downtrend, which we can see here. These are daily candles. We've been in the downtrend going on the daily. Got this down channel, which we've drawn out with the blue lines. We've been trading that. We are, however, in an overall uptrend, a bullish trend. So you would suspect, well, right now, what I should say is I'm not gonna forecast if it's going up or down today. We're just at a critical area today. We're at the top end of that channel, plus the 20 SMA on the daily. I think if we close above this today, it's going to signal and move back up. But we need price to get through. We need to close above this channel. If we poke through and we pin through the 20 SMA, like we did over here, the 20 SMA over here, we poke through that, then I think we're rolling back over. I suspect that we're actually going to roll over. I do still have a bearish bias on this thing. For right now, it's just at the end of the year. I think the fundamentals are pointing down for it. And I'm anticipating this to be an area of resistance. If we look at what it has done in the past, so typically when we've come down, we've hit the other end of the band. We can see it over here the last time we had a pullback. We've come down, we hit the other end of the band. Similar situation what we had here. We moved through it a little bit and we come back up and we test that 20 SMA. Same thing that's going on over here. And we typically fall down off of it. So this is a very similar scenario to what we have going on today. If you were more of a swing trader, I am looking to take a swing trade on this to hold it. Actually, I'm thinking about taking it on the ES rather than the NQ. But I suspect this thing's going to roll down again. It's going to move down. We can see we are bouncing off the 20 SMA on the weekly. So that's something to keep in mind. We have bounced off of this before, and this is that same setup before. We've come down, we've pinned through that 20 SMA, but I think we're going to come down, probably give this a test, pin off of it, and maybe move back up. I don't know, but since it's coming up to the end of the year, I think this thing's going to roll over. So I'm looking, I do have a bearish bias on it. However, right now we've got Delta positive 3,000, 3,800. Delta has not been super reliable lately. This looks like it's coming down here. You can see all these bearish candles on the 1 hour. Delta's been not super reliable lately, so I need to keep that in mind. I'm really probably not going to be looking at the overall number. What I'm going to be doing is looking at structure. So when I see Delta making new lows, lower highs, lower lows, that's going to signal to me to confirm direction on price. Zarek says looking for a break, resistance, then momentum, and to retest and fail for a short. Yeah, I don't know. I think it may come up and poke through that 20 SMA. I think today is going to be really critical for it. Also really critical for the S&P, which I can pull up, the ES. We can look at the ES daily. It's doing a similar thing where we've got big bearish move. I mean, it's the same deal we had over here. And then we've got a similar situation right here that we're coming into now over here. If this thing pins through and we, I don't think we're going to come all the way down and get a bearish bar today. But if we don't close above the 20 SMA and then tomorrow we get like an indecision candle or a bearish bar, that would signal to me that we would start moving down. But if we close above it, then maybe we come back up and hit all-time highs. I just don't think that the time of year is going to allow for that to happen. I don't think you're going to see a lot of institutional buyers coming in at this point in early December to buy this thing, knowing that most people are going to sell before the end of the year. So for me, just knowing kind of how the market likes to do its end of year cycle, I've got a bearish mindset on this thing, and I would be looking to take a swing trade short. Now intraday is a different story. Intraday, I mean, it looks like you're coming into this support area where you've got this big LVN going on the weekly volume profile. Today is only Tuesday though, so today's only Tuesday, so you could look at like an overnight profile on it. You can see how the point of control has now come up here. I would suspect this thing's going to want to come down, and that would be my mindset on it. That it's exploded to, it's moved very quickly into that area of resistance. It's moved very quickly to the price where it wants to go, and now it's going to come down. So I think today will be kind of a weak buying day, and then tomorrow I think we'll see some selling on Wednesday, and then I think by the end of the week we're gonna look pretty bearish. That's my forecast. I don't, it could, today we could pop through that area. We could pop through this area right here, close above it, and if we closed above 16,200, I think that would be a very bullish sign for it. And who knows, you may get one more all-time high run before, the end of the year. But my bet is that we're gonna roll. We're gonna come down again. So that's what I'm planning for. As far as a trading plan for this, I would, where could you short it? Up here at 16,171, or you wait for this just to really start breaking down, and if price just really starts to collapse, just get it on a retracement. I'm trying to find the hourly, 16,085. You could maybe try to get a short in here down to VWAP. And then maybe it may try to make another run up to 16,200. It may try to pop through that to 16,200, and shorts may start really coming in on that. But now you can see price really moving down. So that would be my plan for it. But of course, the market's going to give you what. I am sorry, guys. I've got the ES up on here. I've got the ES on here, and trying to trade these two instruments. I'm sorry, guys. What I was saying was trying to get something. It seems like we're kind of breaking the support level here, if you can see that, and then price may want to move down into this area, and that might be a short down to VWAP. It breaks VWAP. It's got the 20 SMA down here on the 1 hour, which will be some more support for it. But, this 20 SMA on the daily and this downtrend, this is a massive area of confluence for it. And, if it closes above it, then yeah, I think it's probably going to move back up. But I think it may try to make one more run at it, pin through it, and come barreling down. That's what I suspect. I swing trade, yeah. I don't know. I'm thinking about swing trading a short up here. I'm going to see how it closes today, see what it wants to do today, and if we get no follow through on, and I'm going to switch back over to the ES because I'm thinking about swing trading it on the ES. If we get, I'm down here on the daily. If we pin through this, and then maybe tomorrow we get like a bearish bar or like an indecision candle, then I think it would probably want to come down. But I don't know. The Nasdaq is just so volatile to swing trade. It's great for intraday trading, but swing trading, it's. Anyways, guys, that's my plan for today. Yeah, rollover is happening. When is rollover happening? Oh shoot. Let's see. Rollover date. New contracts coming up. Then on Friday, right? Thursday, no, the 12/9. So that is, and then the expires the 17th. So it expires the 17th. Expiration is really when you want to look at. So it expires next Friday. Next week will be wonky. And really, the way that, if anybody doesn't know how you decide which contract to trade, you just put it up on your market analyzer, which I've got up over here. You'll put the other contract up. It's not available yet, but you would put the ES March 21 contract up, and the NQ March 21 contract up, and whichever one has more volume on the daily volume, you would trade that one. It's tricky because the charts and the level, you're basically trading two contracts, so it becomes not as reliable, I guess. Not all the information is consolidated into one contract. It's spread over two, so that makes it tricky. Well, so that's my plan. I'm looking to, I don't know, it may want to make a run. I mean, you can see on the hourly, it's opened up now to that. Got this little down channel. It's opened up here to 16,200. It may want to make a run up and then come down. So that would be 16,200 would be a critical area for it. The overnight volume profile, we've got the point of control coming up in the value area high. I don't know. I'm more of a bearish mindset on this thing, but it may want to do some choppiness up here at this area of resistance. So I wish everybody the best of luck in their trading day today. Hopefully we get a good one. It may not be today. We may not see a big movement today, but I think by the end of the week we'll get a better indication of which way this wants to go. If it wants to bust through this resistance area, or if we're going to be bouncing off of it to the downside. The best of luck, guys, and I will be back again later if we take any trades. I'll do a trade recap. If not, I'll be back tomorrow. Thanks a lot, guys.